guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm coming to you guys to tell you about um, that time I went away to the academy for corrections, for state corrections. Okay, so in March 2019, I was already employed. I was an assistant property manager for affordable housing property. So I received an email. I did this application for corrections probably like 2 years before this or 3 years before this, and they tried reaching out to me, but I missed that email. But then they reached out to me again. I was talking to friends and someone that was actually a former correctional officer, and they were like, I think that you should, if you want more money, you'll get paid here with the overtime. So I made a decision, to better my life and my kids' lives. At the time being, a single mom. So I decided to go. Literally, they gave me I had about a month's time. Found out within like a month. I think this is like in February. And, no, January. I immediately got a trainer, started working out, practicing my running. There's like a test that you have to pass, a physical test. So I started doing that with my trainer. And before you know it, I received an email like the end of February that within 2 weeks I would be leaving to go to the academy. I thought that I would be going in August. They were telling me that I would be going in August, but things could change. But it was so soon. I was like, oh my God, I had less than 2 weeks notice to give. I had less than 2 weeks to give my 2 weeks notice to my job. Okay. So I went through with it. I put in my 2 weeks notice. I went and purchased my uniforms and all the stuff that you need, the granny white panties, the white towels, the rags, the uniform. Everything came out to almost $1,000. The boots, the shoes that you need, the coat, the correctional coat, all of the uniform, the notebooks, all that stuff, that came up to about $1,000. Okay. I left to go. We had to be there like in the morning. So I left, I think I left out about 4 o'clock, and it took me about an hour and a half to get there, about an hour to get there. I kid you guys, I kid you not, guys. This was the most nerve-wrenching thing I could ever go through in my life, because I was watching videos on YouTube trying to see what I would be getting myself into. It's nothing like being there, okay? They watch you like a hawk. You literally have a huge bag of clothes, and you have to walk with that over your back. You have to put your suits and stuff like that, like your uniform, and we had to hold that with the heavy ass bag, walking. They make you stand there until they tell you to go in. We finally got into our barracks. Like all the women, we had to go inside of one barrack, and they tell you where to go. They tell you to find your name, whatever. So I was all the way in the back, and my bunk was on the top. Before you know, there's two head sergeants, whatever. They come in, the two females. Only females was allowed unless it was a guy, but he had to be with a female to come in. So they told us, they were mean, they were yelling at us, and then they were like, everyone take off your clothes now. It was like, I'm like, what? Like, take off my clothes. We all had to undress. Mind you, we had on these white panties, right, that they want us to have on. Bro, these are people you never saw before. You're basically naked in front of them. You had to take off your clothes, and then they said, empty your bags out. We had to take everything that we folded nicely, that we arranged, because you got to be prepared. We had to toss all of it out and throw it on the floor. They didn't care. So, they'll check you for lip glosses, no lip glosses, no eyeliner. There's no type of makeup whatsoever, and your hair is to be in a ponytail, okay? Yours to basically look like a boy or a maid. So, right after they were leaving out, they said, be in your, I forgot the name of the gear, but they told us to be in a certain gear. It was like 3 people this was their second time, so they knew what they were talking about. So they said, okay guys, you guys have to put this on. And they told us to be out there in 5 minutes. whoo, my anxiety shot up, okay? So I had to hurry up and put on gear that I didn't know about. It's like a button up. You had to put it, your pants, you had to tie the suspensors to your pants, to your shirt, and to your socks so it could be flat. Put on the boots and run outside and put on a coat, put on your hat. There's uniforms that they tell you. When they tell you to put it on, you got to put it on. Hat, and then we had to haul ass outside to Academy Way. So now they're drilling us, you feel me? Your name is on your coat. So I remember going outside. I'm in front because of where I was positioned, whatever. I was in front. And there's this man, oh my God, he scared the shit out of me. I can't tell you his name, but he scared me. And what he said to me, he said, button your top button, Walker. And I'm just like, sir, you have to say, sir, yes, sir, you know? And you learn that the hard way, but basically you say yes. They say you don't say yes, you say sir, yes, sir, or ma'am, yes, ma'am. So I said sir, yes, sir, and I had, button it, because you can't see. What the heck? We didn't have time to go to the darn mirror, so you just gotta feel and make sure. You gotta ask the person next to you, am I good? Am I good? So, they drilled us, whatever. It's a discipline. If you don't do what you gotta do, you're on your face. They'll say right then and there, get down on your face. Stay there till we tell you to come up. If they say to do push-ups, you gotta do push-ups. Okay? So this was the schedule. I'm just gonna tell you guys the schedule. So it was Monday through Friday. There's no phones, there's no TVs, there's no radio. I could not contact my kids. I had 2 kids. I could not contact my family. I could not contact my kids Monday through Friday the whole time. That was the hardest. That was really hard for me, being a mom, always been around my kids since day one. That was the hardest thing that I could ever go through, or even communicate to them. I've been away, on a vacation, and I was still able to call them, but I wasn't able to reach out to them. So that was the hardest part. So say every day at 5 o'clock, they'll call us on the radio. Such and such barrack, time, wake up, put on this uniform, and meet us on Academy Way by 5:30. So we'll all put on the uniform that they tell us to put on, brush our teeth, do all that stuff, put on the uniform, go outside, freezing cold, no scarf, neck cold. Okay, you have on a hat, you can try to pull it down, but you have on a little hat, that's it. You're out there waiting for the guys to come. If everyone wasn't out there, we would get in trouble. We'll get in trouble for the guys. So you will hear us going back and forth with them, like, y'all need to be on time, y'all gonna get us in trouble, blah, blah, blah. So we're out there at 5 o'clock. We have to do drills early in the morning. That means marching. So they're telling us when to turn, all that stuff, back and forth. You're marching, basically. And then you go to breakfast. Okay, breakfast is by like 6:15, 6:30-ish. You have to march in a certain way. You have to walk in a certain way in a line. You have to walk in a certain way to get your water. And you got to walk a certain way to sit down at the table. You have to eat a certain way. You have to get up a certain way, leave. They watch you the whole time that you're eating. They're yelling at you the whole time that you're eating. You're rushed. You get no more than 3 minutes to eat. 2 to 3 minutes. You're literally stuffing your food down your mouth. I don't care if it's a dude right there, man. The men, they was gulping that shit down. I was just like them. Like, I need to eat to get through, And if you didn't eat enough, you'll be able to snack on like tuna and crackers inside your barracks. But after breakfast, you'll march back to your barracks, and then they'll tell you, okay, meet on Academy Way for class. We had to have our notebook, all our folders and stuff. We had to hold it. Then we'll go to class. Class, you have to be at attention, sitting straight up, okay? You'll have someone watching you in the front of the class, from both sides of the class, and they'll be behind you, okay? If you happen to snooze, you're going in the back. You're doing squats, you're doing push-ups, you're doing whatever they tell you to do. It was like this. It was the struggle, okay? So you like this, like your eyes. And then when you have to answer, you have to stand up. If you answer a question, you have to stand up, and you have to say, sir, their name, Walker, T. Walker, trainee T. Walker, sir, and then you'll answer the question, and then you'll sit down. So it was very, very heck. It was just a troubling day. It was just, I mean, it was just it was very stressful. It was very stressful, especially if you're not the type of person to come out your shell. It was very challenging, not to. So, you'll have your lunch. We'll go to lunch. We'll have to march to go to lunch. And then we'll, again, you're rushed. Lunch was probably about 12 o'clock or whatever like that. You're rushed to eat 2 to 3 minutes again. Okay? You go back to class. Class is over 3 o'clock. You sit inside your barracks. We sit inside our barracks for like an hour. Polishing shoes, handing each other the heater. And you'll have the cotton balls with water to shine your shoes. You have to sit on that hard floor. You cannot sit on the beds until bedtime. So there's no way. If they coach you on the bed, you'll probably get it right up. So we would shine our shoes to about 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, we had to work out. Okay? Every day we have to work out, whether that was calisthenics or it was running. And even with running, you'll go back to the field and you're on the ground in the dirt with goof shit. Okay? Laying on it, working out, doing sit-ups, all that stuff. And the freezing cold, it was like sometimes ice on the grass was icy. And you'll be dirty. You'll have dirt all on your butt. You'll have dirt all on your back. And then you'll have to go in to change. And then we would have to go outside for drills. Again, drilling was twice a day. And then we had dinner. Okay, dinner was probably about like 5:36-ish. And we ate 2 to 3 minutes. Every night they'll give us a snack and a Gatorade every night. And then we had to march back. And they'll watch us while we're marching. If we're doing it wrong, they're going to tell you to go back. Or you're going to get yelled at. Or you can even get written up if they feel like you're not listening. So we'll go back to our barracks, okay? And then you'll probably have like 2 hours of doing nothing but shining shoes. And we'll talk, we'll laugh, we'll talk about like our personal business. Like we just made friends. We were like sisters. We worked out, we practiced our push-ups, stuff that we were struggling in, we practiced. Some people will shower, and some people will wait till we had to go outside. Me, I will wait because every night at 8 o'clock we had to go outside to hydrate. So you'll have a bottle, the 24-ounce bottle of water. You had to fill it up. You'll have to go outside, drink the bottle of water. Okay? You think that's easy. It's not. So you drink the full bottle of water. And then once you're done, you have to hold a bottle over your head like this until everyone is done. Okay? This one girl, she took forever. Every time. We're like, hurry up, girl. Hurry up. She used to pour the water on the ground. We like, yo, stop doing that. You're going to get us in trouble. Anyone get in trouble, everybody get in trouble. We would have been on our faces. Good. Thank God they didn't catch her. But we had our arms up for a long time, mainly because of her most of the time. If somebody was late, we'll have to get down on the ground in the cold and get on our faces, okay? Once we were done with that, we'll march back to our barracks, shower, and we had to be into bed by 9 o'clock, lights off. Lights were off, okay? Same thing every day. And the first week is when you do the physical test. My physical test, I passed everything but my sprint and my push-ups. I had to do sit-ups. I had to jump high and reach something. I forgot. I had to do running the 1.5 mile in 10 minutes. It was a certain amount of time we had to run the 1.5 mile. So I passed all of that. It was just those two. And you have the end of the 4th week to do it, to get there, or you wasn't getting it. The end of the 1st week, you have this physical test, okay? So, the first weekend I went home, oh my God. I finally got my phone. My phone felt so weird. It felt so little. Like, it was like I haven't had a phone in forever. And the first thing I needed my GPS, but I called my kids. And I was crying. Oh my God, I was crying. And I missed them so much. And I was just literally boo-hooing, like tears drenching down my face. And when I got home, I hugged them so tight and I cried again. And it's like you only have 2 days, so I would just do something with them. Like we'll go out to breakfast, we'll go out to dinner. I'll just spend time with them. Since I knew I would be gone for another whole week, I'm missing out on their lives. I had to go back, and it's just the worst thing. Every time it don't get easier. It was just, you get used to the discipline and the tactics that they use on you, but it never gets easier. The running gets harder, catching Charlie horses in my foot. Um, man, like the best part about it was gaining a relationship with the girls there. They like literally became my sisters. They were like around me all day. And I remember the first day when we had to get up, you know, everybody all nervous. My homegirl, she made it. You feel me? She was on the top bump and she turned over and fell off the top bump and fell on her damn butt. Oh my God, it was like, oh my God, you okay? You know, a little funny. We laughed about it later on. But it was tough. I advise you guys that if you do want to go to the academy for corrections or whatever it is, state police or some corrections you can go home, I believe, or the police you can go home, not state corrections. It's hard. Man, you gotta shave your hair bald, you gotta shave your face. If they see little spikes on your hair, it's over. You're gonna get it right. You could get it right up. You have to make your bed a certain way. If the bed is, they check our beds when we leave the barracks. There are times when you'll come back and your bed is messed up, and they'll threaten you. They'll throw people blankets on the floor if they wasn't made right, if the bed wasn't made right. Mine, I got a little bit, like they'll pull the corner of my bed out because I didn't tuck it right, but it's like a tuck, 90 degree tuck that they want you to do. Other than that, yeah, it was tough. So I did not make it. I did not make it. The end of the fourth week, I had to do the physical test that I failed, which was the push-ups and the sprint. The sprint, I got there, and it was like, I think it was 60. I think it was 60 seconds or something, 67 seconds. I got there in like 64 seconds. So I did great with the sprint the second time around since I failed the first time. And the push-ups I failed. I can honestly say that upper body strength, if you do not train months ahead of time, then you are setting yourself up for failure and you should not go. This is not something that you want to keep doing over and over because it's stressful. It's very stressful. You're not around your family. You're being yelled at all the time, treated like shit, straight up shit. Okay, like if you had a face on a piece of shit on the ground, they put their foot on it. That's how they treat you. It was an experience that I would not do again. It made me tougher though. I can tell you that much. Like, it made my skin like tougher. It really did. And I believe that God put us in certain situations for a reason. So that experience built character in me. Okay. Also, if you want to just know, when you're showering around there's 3 showers, and there's like, say there was like 50 of us, 50 females. We all had to 5 minutes to shower. You're naked in front of each other, whether you're your period or not. You know, if guys are watching this, sorry, TMI. But women, if you're on your menstrual, whatever, there's a woman around you at all times. If you have to use the bathroom, do number 2. What you do number 2s often because you're so nervous and you can't do nothing but that. So it's like 3 of you on the toilet at one time and people waiting for you to come out. You use each other hair products. You're massaging each other because you got knots in your back from the stress and the workouts. Your body's sore. But yeah. All I could just say, it was tough, you know. Corrections wasn't for me. If I would do it, would I do that again? Hell to the no. I would not. I would not. But I can say, from me leaving the job that I was at to coming back to no job, because by the time that month passed, someone came into my position. So now I had no job. And I had to do Uber, you know, and it was a struggle because I had bills that were due. I had a car note. I had car insurance. I had rent. I had bills that needed to be paid. So I basically got backed up, and times were it was hard. But I got a job, which wasn't, it was part-time, but while I was working that part-time job, I was doing Uber, you know, and then I was like, this ain't working. So I was about to go to another job. I had did a drug test and everything. I was about to leave, and my job, they said, we don't want you to go, we want to keep you, so we're going to offer you this amount of money, a full-time position, benefits and all of that, and they said that they would pay me more than what the other place was paying me, and it was a nice penny. So I was very happy about that. That's why I was like, okay, everything happens for a reason. During that time, it was very hard for me. I was going through other things in my life, and it was just like everything just was crowding on me. So that was my breakthrough. That was my breakthrough. That offer with my job, and just seeing that I could do the 4 weeks in the academy without any write-ups. You know, I could go back if I want to, but I choose not to. But all I can say is, for people who do want to go to corrections, it's just not for everyone. I wouldn't go back, but if that's something that you have a passion for, do it. Just make sure that you're prepared ahead of time. Soon as you put that application in, go to the gym, get a trainer, and just make sure it's a lifestyle change for you, so that you can keep up with those workouts. You can pass the test the first time, so you won't have to worry about that 4 weeks. You know, at the end of the 4 weeks, you just worry about getting through mentally, because it could really have a lot. It could be a lot. If you have anxiety and all that stuff, it could be a lot on you. So I want you to make sure that you prepare yourself, okay? Other than that, guys, that's it. I could just say it was an experience in my life that I've gotten through, and it made me stronger, and I came out, you know, I ended my year, you know, that 2019 year with a bang. I'm happy that I'm just happy. Like right now, I can say this is the highlight of my life. I'm 31, and I've been, you know, by myself, you know, a single, and I've been focused on myself. I changed my lifestyle. I changed my lifestyle. I'm more healthier. I work out. I meditate. I focus on me. I love on me. I date me. This is the happiest I can say I've been, and probably forever. And that's because my experiences and the love that I have for me, that I have developed for myself. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay? But yeah, guys, that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed my story time. That time I went to the academy and got treated like shit. Yeah. The stories. Oof. And being put on your face and being disrespected like crazy. Oh, and just best to believe, once you get out of there, you're going to have so many DMs from the guys in there. What's up? I'm like, how they find me? They looked for a Walker, huh? They looked at Walker. I got a lot of DMs. I'm like, I was looking like a boy. But I was flattered, you know. They were cool. Most of them was cool. They were like, yo, let's get out. But then COVID happened, you know, so we didn't really get to get up like we wanted to. But yeah, guys, so I'll come back to you guys with another video coming soon. And please, guys, subscribe to my channel by just clicking that button, whichever side it is. Please like and comment, and I'll be back. Bye.